Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great and rare Class B camper van value from Parkway RV Center. And folks, I don't know what it is about these Xplorer vans lately. You know, I went years without being able to find one and having 3 or 4 of these in the past few months. Just got another one in. These are really neat vans, folks, because they had the dually rear end. A lot more stable going down the road. You get a wider body, so you've got a lot more room on the interior. And they can tow good too, thanks to that dually rear end. Today we're going to look at a 1999 Xplorer 230 XLW wide body. It's 21 foot long. What's unusual about this one, besides the dually rear end, is the fact it's only got 34,987 miles on it. We originally sold this van about 2 or 2.5 years ago. People used it, put a few thousand miles on it. Brought it up here and traded it in on a Class C. So it's a good van, got good tires on it, got a generator. It's got a 4 kW generator instead of a 2.8 like most of them have. Under 35,000 miles. You know, it's got a fiberglass roof. It's in great shape. Now it's got some kind of like a Flowmaster muffler or something like that, so it's got a good sound to it, and that helps it get a little bit better fuel mileage too. On a Dodge 3500 1-ton chassis, got the 5.9 liter 360 cubic inch V8, 240 horsepower, got a 5,000 pound hitch on the back. That dually rear end, folks, is really stable. Exhaust sounds great. Of course, you can't hear it from the inside, but got a crank out awning. The exterior looks great to be the year model. And the extremely low miles, folks. You know, most people that drive these vans, they don't let them sit around. That's why so many of these Class B vans normally have a, 80, 90, 100, 150,000 miles on them, because people use these things for day trips. They use them for a second vehicle because they're so easy to drive. They'll use them for ball games, sporting events. In other words, folks, they don't sit around like a big motorhome does and become driveway queens. I mean, these things get used, and they get used often. So it's a very rare occasion when I find one with this low of miles. And folks, this thing's great. You know, people just drove it 600 miles to trade it. I've driven it myself. It runs and drives perfectly. Dash air's ice cold. No check engine lights. They've really taken good care of this van, folks. So it's got the 4 kW, got the hitch on the back. Let's look inside. You know what's amazing to me is that they've got everything a big motorhome's got, shrunk down into an easy to drive and park package. As we look inside, folks, one thing I am going to point out, when we originally sold this to the previous owners 2.5 years ago, it had a wheelchair lift in it, and they bought it for the van, not the wheelchair lift, so they actually took the wheelchair lift out. That was over here in the corner. So you got a blank spot there for another chair if you want to put a chair in here, if you want to put a TV, or if you want to put a desk, or you got a plug-in over there too. You can put pretty much whatever you want. You got a blank slate. Books and manuals are included. Let's step inside here, folks. We'll start here in the front cab. The seats look like 34,000 mile seats should look like. Said the dash air is ice cold. Power windows, power locks. Got a solar charger on the roof. Dash is perfect. You know, so many people have commented before, I need to show the dashes better on the Dodges. But folks, this thing, they've kept it undercover when they weren't using it. And you can see there's not a crack on that dash or anything, or stress crack or anything. So 34,981 miles to be exact. Seats look great, carpet looks great. Nice van, folks. It really is. No smoke or pet odors. You know, people put 3,000 or 4,000, maybe 5,000 miles on it since they bought it from us. And they just decided to trade it in and get a Class C, something a little bigger. Skylights overhead look great, which I'm going. There's your books and manuals. There's your third chair. Now you can actually swivel the passenger seat around. This seat will lay down flat. You've got a single bed. Now you're going to be if you have somebody sleeping on that third bed, it's not going to lay down flat. You're going to be leaned up against the front dash, but you'll be comfortable enough you can sleep. Got a refrigerator free RV two-way refrigerator freezer. Got a 2-burner stovetop, stainless steel sink, plenty of lighting in here. Got a fantastic vent fan. You know, thanks to this wide body, you don't have to take a shower in the hallway. Your shower, your bathroom, everything's enclosed on the side. Got the 10,000 BTU Cool Cat system by Dometic. So that's an air conditioner. It's a heat pump as well. So you've got electric heat, plus you've got a gas furnace. So you've got gas heat, electric heat, and electric air. And that 4 kW generator is not going to bog down when you turn the air on either, folks. Obviously, they didn't cook much in here. Fridge looks great. Look over here if I didn't show you already. That's got a convection oven, microwave. And if I'm not mistaken, this was put in new when we originally sold it to them because the one in it was bad. So this microwave just a couple of years. This microwave convection oven is $500-600. It's just a couple of years old and has very little use to it. You've got a fully enclosed side bathroom thanks to this wide body design. And you know, they can do so much. I mean, I know these things are only maybe 3 inches wider than a standard width of a van, but they can do so much with those 3 inches, folks. This whole shower is a bathroom all in one. So you can sit on the toilet, take a shower. You got a water heater. And it's all one piece. You don't have to worry about splashing water up anywhere. All fiberglass, got pop-out vents. Look here in the back, folks, you've got 2 sofas. And they fold together, and you can either have 2 twin beds or 1 queen, maybe even a king-size bed. I may have to put a tape measure to it to make sure. But it's going to be more than comfortable enough for 2 people. Of course, you've got your air conditioner back here, which, you know, folks, that's what's great about these little vans versus the Class C's and the Class A's. That dash air will keep this entire motorhome comfortable. So very few times are you going to need to run your generator, run your roof air. And that's what I like about them. And that's why this unit's only got 500 hours on the generator, because there's really not much need to run your generator. Now, if you're going to like a ball game or boondock camping or something like that, yeah, you'll run your generator then, because that way you won't have to let your motor idle. But like I said, majority of these vans don't even need a generator unless you're going to be somewhere without hookups. You go to the campground, you're going to be on shore power, so you really don't need to worry about running a generator then. But anyway, folks, trust me, that 10,000 BTU roof air will run you out of here. And the good thing about it, if it ever goes bad, and also here is your table too. I was looking for that. It's got a removable table that sits up in between these sofas too. So you can have eating service for 2 or 3 people back here, sleeping for 2, then 1 in the front. Pretty neat, all in a 21-foot van, folks. This is the same length as a full-size half-ton pickup truck. You park this next to a new F-150 or a Chevrolet or Dodge 1500, it's the exact same length. But by gosh, you don't have a bathroom, kitchen, generator, and all that in an F-150 pickup truck now, do you? Got the fiberglass ceiling. You know, these are neat vans, folks. They didn't make that many of them. That dually rear end, people love them. And don't get me wrong, a single wheel van's fine. But anybody that's ever drove these things know you get in high winds and stuff like that, you do get a little bit little rocking motion to it. With this dually rear end, you don't have to worry about that. A lot more sure-footed with those extra 2 tires and that extra width. Plus, you get the benefit of the extra wide interior that gives you this great floor plan. So it's got a solar panel on the roof, solar charger, got everything in the world you could think of. Gas, electric, refrigerator, cold dash air, cold rear air, fantastic vent fan with rain sensor. Folks, I don't have to tell you, people looking for these little vans, how rare they are. And, you know, I've probably got one of the best selections in the United States right now of Class B camper vans under 30 grand, but they go quick. These things are almost impossible to find, even for us, with all of our connections after being in business for 50 years. It's still all I can do to carry the vans that I can. And these things dry up, folks. They dry up not just for months, they can dry up for years where you can't even find these things. And I don't have to tell you folks looking for these vans that every one you see on the internet, when you call, they're sold. Same way with us, folks. These things don't just they sell in a matter of hours in some cases. I've literally, folks, on these vans right here, put them online, posted the video, and didn't even get finished with the ad to put it on the website before somebody calls off of YouTube and buys it and leaves a deposit on it within 30 minutes of posting online. I mean, it's happened, and it's happened specifically on these vans. They're so hard to find, the Class B camper vans used. I've got a great selection. We specialize in them, but folks, that doesn't mean I'm going to have them forever. These things don't sit around long. And folks, of course, you know, and I've said this before, NADA, folks, does not dictate prices on these vans. For what the NADA says this van's worth, you can't even buy one of these with a salvage or rebuilt title for what the NADA says retail is worth on one with a good title. And I won't buy one, of course. This has got a clean, absolutely spotless title. I don't buy anything with salvage or rebuilt or a branded title. That's just not the way we do business. But, folks, let me tell you, this van right here is $29,900. And it's got 35,000 miles, just under 35,000 miles. It's a nice van. And I've got another one just like it. It's a 2001. It's got over 100,000 miles. It's 2 years newer. It's the same price. So definitely got a great selection of them. Come drive this van. You're going to be impressed. In fact, folks, first person that drives it, looks at it, is going to buy it. I have no doubt about that. You know, you can put you an extra chair in here. You can put your recliner. You can put whatever you want right there. You can make it your own. And I like that, folks, because you can put extra shelves and storage there if you're going to be cross country or going on a long trip. In fact, you can take that that third seat out if you want to give you even more storage. Anyway, folks, give us a call, 706-965-7929, evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Again, folks, NADA does not buy and sell RVs. They have no idea what the demand is for these vans. I have to pay thousands and thousands over retail, and if I didn't pay that for them, folks, I would never have any to sell. Just like if you're buying one of these, folks, if you try to buy one for what the NADA says it's worth, you'll be looking for the rest of your life. You'll never find it. And while you've been looking for years, somebody else already bought one, been using it, enjoying it, and trust me, when you're done with one of these vans, there's no doubt you're not going to have a problem selling it, because people look for these vans. There's literally 100 buyers for every one of these vans out there in this price range. In other words, people are willing to travel to buy these vans. I've sold more of these vans, like people in California, buyers from Canada, New York. I mean, these folks have traveled thousands of miles to buy these things because nobody has them. And nobody does and sell these things for what we sell them for and do to them what we do to them. Let me tell you what we do to them, folks. $29,900. It's going to have an extensive major systems check by our certified RV techs. In other words, folks, when you pick this unit up, there's not going to be an issue with it. You're going to be able to take it right to the campground. You're not going to have to start working on it. Load your stuff in it, take it RVing. We're going to go through this RV, folks. Check all the major systems, make sure they work. We've got a long list that we're happy to send you a copy of. And anything on that list that may not function, we're going to repair it, replace it, no matter what it costs. If we have to put a generator in it, if we have to put a motor in it, it doesn't matter if we spend $10,000 on this van making it pass that inspection. The price is still the same to you, $29,900, even if we lose thousands of dollars, folks. And while I seriously doubt this one right here, it was just being used, I seriously doubt it's going to be an issue. But you never know. And we're going to check it after purchase. Way it works, folks, with the option A price of $29,900, after purchase, it's going to go in the line in the shop to get checked out. Once it works its way to the front of the line, my RV techs are going to go through our extensive checklist on it. Like I said, replace, repair anything that doesn't work on it on that list. And if you want a copy of that extensive checkout list, contact my sales department at 706-965-7929, and they'll be more than happy to get you a copy of that inspection sheet and what all it covers, and answer any questions you have about it. Also, they'll tell you what the current lead time is for a Class B checkout, which isn't long at all right now. And all that's included for $29.9. Not only that, folks, but after it's been through service, after it's been inspected, my service manager will call you to set an appointment. Show up on time and on the right day, folks, please. And the RV tech that checked it out is going to go over this camper van with you and show you everything, how everything works on it, how to turn everything on, how to set it up at the campground, answer any questions you have, tips, tricks, and pointers, give you plenty of those. Going to tell you anything he had to do repair-wise to make sure it passed our inspection, and more. You're going to get a complimentary starter kit with all of your camping essentials. You're going to get a 30-day temporary tag and instructional DVDs. All that's included, as well as a year's worth of free camping, up to 21 nights at select RV resorts nationwide. These are luxury RV resorts, folks. These are not your standard KOA or state park. I mean, these are $100, $150 a night campgrounds. And you could stay there up to 21 nights for free, up to 7 at a time in a 12-month period. Any questions about that, call us. We'll be happy to tell you about it and the location of the campgrounds. But I'm going to tell you, folks, I've had several impressive reviews about those campgrounds from customers that take advantage of that offer. They love them. And that's included, whether you use it or not. Also, folks, that's all option A. That's a haggle-free, firm, non-negotiable price. No matter how you want to say it, folks, that's what it takes to buy it. If you want those services, doesn't matter if you're paying cash, finance, or trade. I will tell you this, folks. Going back to what I said about the NADA, you can't touch these things for the book. That means you're going to have a pretty good chunk down if you're going to buy this thing and finance it. Majority of van buyers are cash buyers. But people that do finance these vans, be prepared. You may have to spend 8 or 10 grand or more down to finance this van. That's just because, like I said, the book value is not the resale value. You can't touch these things for book. Matter of fact, folks, if you got one of these for sale, I will probably pay you more than anybody else for it, as far as dealers are concerned. If you've got one of these vans, it doesn't matter if it's an Xplorer, Coach House, Pleasure Way, as long as it's in nice shape, that's the main thing. If it's not nice, I don't want it at any price. But if you've got a nice van, at least a 9 out of 10, I'll buy it. And give us a call, make you an offer on it. And even if we have to go pick it up. Folks, I've sent people as far away as California to buy these vans, Nebraska. I've sent people all over the country to buy these vans because they're so rare. Now, I won't normally do that with a Class A or C because those are a lot more plentiful than these little vans. But, folks, for every 100 Class C and A I get, I'm able to buy one of these vans. I mean, they're very rare. I buy every one I can get my hands on that meets our criteria for condition. And this is just a prime example. Like I said, we sold it 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. It's still in immaculate condition because it came from us to begin with, so we knew it was a good RV when we sold it. So, we've been doing this for 50 years, folks. We've got a very, very hard-earned reputation for having the nicest used RVs on the market, and we're proud of that, folks. And having the nicest used RVs and some of the lowest prices on the internet, too. We're proud of that. These little vans, they're just kind of a market all their own. As a matter of fact, folks, if they passed a law that said we could only carry, all RV dealers could only carry one type of RV, our pick would be these Class B camper vans. We sell more of these than just about anything, but they go quick, folks. In fact, I know a lot of you subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Subscribe to it just for the Class B camper vans. I know that, folks. The majority of you are. These things don't last long. This one's got all the right equipment, folks. The dual sofas in the back. You can make a queen, maybe even a king-size bed. You can leave that out permanent if you want to. You've got a place in the front. You can add extra shelves or whatever you want, and more. Got a generator, two-way refrigerator, air conditioner, cold dash air, runs and drives perfectly. I mean, folks, it's for a 99 model, you couldn't ask for one any nicer. I can guarantee you that. $29.9 will trade, haggle-free firm. The only way we discount our prices, folks, if you take advantage of what we call option B. Option A, of course, is everything I just described to you. Option B is you bypass all that stuff. You buy it the same way we did, which is as is, where is, or how we traded for it. As is, where is, and take it just like it is. Take the good with any potential bad. You know, if we don't have to pay a tech to do it, to do an inspection or do a walkthrough demonstration, we don't have to pay for the free camping. We don't have to pay for any of those things, folks. We'll save you time and money and give you a discounted price. But that comes at a cost to you, the fact that you have to buy it as is, just like you see it in the video. You know, if there's something wrong with it, folks, you have to fix it. You know, it's on your dime, not ours. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but again, folks, we haven't put water on it. We haven't checked the propane system, the awning, any of that stuff. Main thing we check when we buy and trade for these, we make sure the air conditioner, the generator, and the motorhome runs and drives. That's all we mostly check. And for signs of leaks, and there's no signs of leaks in here. Everything looks good, folks. I mean, this fan is about as nice as you're ever going to find this year model in. But we do have option B, as long as you understand that what you give up for that discounted price. We'll sell it to you as is, as it sets. Give us a call. We'll give you a haggle-free firm price on option B. And the added advantage of option B, besides getting a discount off our already low price, is the fact that you get to take it home the same day you pay for it. You know, with option A, you have to leave it here, let it get inspected. Option B, pay for it, take it home. And I'm not expecting you to just buy this thing blindly without looking at it, or decide between option A and B. What I highly recommend, and we strongly encourage all of our potential customers to do, this is a used vehicle, folks. It's not new. It's, you know, 19 years old. It would never be new again at any amount of money. Come look at this motorhome. Let us know you're coming. Of course, you always want to call before you come look at anything here, because just because the video's online doesn't mean the van's still available. I mean, today's May 9th, 2018. I don't know what date it is when you're watching this video, but rest assured these things only last a matter of days. So call ahead first before you come down to look. Make sure it's still here. Make an appointment. If you give us enough notice, at least 24 hours, we'll crank the generator or plug it into power, turn the air on, have it cooled off for you, have the fridge on and cold for you. This way you can go through the RV yourself, do your own inspection, decide, hey, do I want to do option A or B? And you can test drive it as well. And then decide if you want to do option A or B. You know, you may get here, spend an hour or two messing around this van, decide, hey, I can't find nothing that doesn't work. Why would I pay extra for option A? I'll just take option B and take it home with me. I mean, you don't ever know, folks. I mean, there's two types of buyers in this world, and this is one thing that we've learned from being in business for half a century. There's two types of buyers when it comes to used RVs. Type 1 wants everything right, everything perfect, and not have any worries. That's why we have option A. Option B is the negotiating type. They don't care if it's the lowest priced one in the world. They want a discount or they're not going to buy it. So that's why we created option B for that type of buyer. There's two types of buyers, folks. That's the two of them right there. You're one or the other, and you can't help the way you are, folks. I mean, but that's why we have two different prices for both kinds of buyers. 706-965-7929. Always call us, folks. You're welcome to email us, but calls, of course, get priority, and they get faster response. Emails don't get answered that often. I mean, we answer them once every day, folks. So, you know, if you send us an email in the morning, we don't answer. You send it that afternoon, we don't answer, folks. It's because we don't have time to sit behind a computer and look at our inbox. You know, we answer our emails first thing in the morning, and that's the last time they usually get answered till the next day. And folks, this is, I know this is a 21st century, but you've got this little known function on your cell phone that's got looks like a headset, a handset. It's your telephone feature. Dial our number, call us, talk to us. You can learn more in a 10-minute phone conversation than you can in an hour emailing back and forth. And be honest with you, folks, I've got 4 non-commissioned salespeople. selling almost 600 used units a year. They don't have time to sit hours behind a computer when they can just pick up the phone, tell you everything you need to know, tell you goodbye, and move on to the next customer that's waiting for them. You got to realize every one of my salespeople are working several deals at the same time. You're not the only customer they have. They only have a limited amount of time. That's why I always recommend calling. It gives you better service, it gets you faster service, and it helps our salespeople out too by not stressing them out. Because like I said, somebody in front of them or somebody on the phone's always got priority over somebody on an email. And I know, that's a different way of looking at it, but that we're old-fashioned folks. We believe in knowing the people we do business with, and we like people that want to meet us too. Anytime you do business with somebody you've never met before, come out and meet them. Shake their hand, let us show you around our facility, look at our clean inventory, see the kind of place we run. We're family owned and operated since 1968. That's what buying an RV should be. No fees, no surprises, no trouble, no drama. We have no extra sales fees. We're old-fashioned folks. We like to meet you. We want to get to know you, sell you an RV. We want you to come back to us when you're ready to upgrade that RV. We want you to send your friends and family to us. We're not like these other dealers that just want you to buy one today, make as much money off of you as possible, and hope they never see you again. We're not like that, folks. Every customer that comes here, majority of them come back for a reason. Like this guy here, he bought this one from us, brought it back when he was ready to upgrade. That's exactly what we want to do to you, folks. That's the way we do business. Maybe old-fashioned, but it works. That's why we've been here doing this for 50 years, folks. 140 RVs in stock, more than any other dealer in a 500-mile radius. No surprises, no extra fees, no commission salespeople, no haggling. Everything you hate about buying a used vehicle, we eliminated. Give us a call. Drop us an email at sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. Nationwide deliveries available. Hope to see you soon in beautiful